Good morning, guys. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but here goes. And this is what um I think that needs to be said. Last night, Brother David and Sister Malia was preaching on uh First and Second Kings about Elijah and the widow woman. But I want to tell you about. He probably talked about. Excuse me. He probably was talking about Matthew 14, where about the five loaves and two fish, but here in John 6 it gets better interpretation of what he was referring to. And I didn't get to record that last night because Lord wouldn't led me to do that until this morning. So here goes. John 6:1, it says, after these things Jesus went over to the Sea of Galilee, which the Sea of Tiberias. And a great multitude followed him because they saw his miracles which he did on them which were diseased. And Jesus went up to the mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. And the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was nigh. Then Jesus lifted up his eyes and saw a great company came unto him, and saith unto Philip, whence shall we buy bread that these may eat? And he said to prove him, for himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 penny worth of bread, and not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said unto him, there is a lad here which hath 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish, but what they are so many. And Jesus said, make men sit down. And there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down, in number about 5,000. Wow. Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, and distributed to the disciples to them that were set down, and likewise of the fish as much as they would. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, gather up the fragments that remain, but nothing be lost. Therefore he gathered them together, and filled the 12 baskets with fragments of 5 barley loaves, with rained over above unto them that had eaten. Then those men, that when they had seen the miracle that Jesus did, said this of the true prophet, that he should come to the world. When Jesus therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him king, he departed again into the mountain himself alone. And when even was now come, his disciples went down unto the sea, and entered to the ship over toward Capernaum, and it was now dark. Jesus was not to come to them. The sea arose by reason, and a great wind blew, so they had rowed about 25 and 30 furlongs. They see Jesus walking on the sea, drawing nigh unto the ship, and they were afraid. But he said unto them, be thou not afraid. Then they are willing to receive them in the ship, and immediately the ship was at land, whither they went. I'm going to stop right there, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.